I'm taking you to a place that's just outside of Phoenix, not far from Scottsdale, Arizona, where it's family friendly, it's not far from the zoo and the botanical gardens. One location, if you want to have a nice easy hike, is Hole in the Rock. Not too steep, not too far, parking lot is close, and you get a great view, as you can see, from the dozen people already at the top. Also enjoying the shade.
We're halfway into the hike.
There's steps along the way, but absolutely be careful when you're walking. It is still slippery, tiny little rocks that you can lose your balance on. An ankle, bust a knee. Be careful. Hold on to the little ones. They can slip easier than anyone else. And it's been about 5 minutes and we're almost to the top. Not a bad hike at all. The breeze coming through here is absolutely amazing. If you get a little overheated walking up, you will definitely have a great cool down from sitting up here in the shaded spot in this tiny little tunnel area where everyone else is. Not too crowded, and I'm sure at night the bats will come out. Now that we're at the top, I'm going to give you a 360-degree view, just so you have an idea of what... Oh, look at those beautiful palms. Gosh, that almost looks fake. So pretty.
Definitely. I'm hoping for next weekend. Because
there's actually a Japanese restaurant like right over there in Tempe.
yeah, so I texted him, I was like, because he's like, oh, I'm so sorry, like, I didn't mean to double book, like, I hate to cancel. I'm like, it's okay, like, we'll see each other next weekend. And he was like, oh, yeah. So I've been a little busy lately, so I'm not going to be right now.
And back to the pretty palms. When you're hiking here, be very careful. Do not touch that center rock because you can cause a little bit of music to occur, like rock and roll. There are staircases to help you down, but they are still slippery. Be careful. Welcome to the Arizona Zoo.
That was like the Boeing company.
They roll up into a ball to defend themselves, and second, most armadillos actually can't completely roll themselves up into a ball. Only a few select types like the southern three-banded armadillo can. Others, like the nut.
So they have
As those shovel-like nails that he's tip-tapping around on. Now, their main use is going to be digging around in the ground, but having nails that are shaped like shovels like that, they're also shaped like paddles. So when they're getting around in the water, they're really good at swimming. Now, birds, of course, are known for their wings that they use to fly around. And they not only have wings that allow them to fly, but they also have a lot of other hidden adaptations that keep them extremely light so that they don't need too much effort to get off the ground and be able to fly. One of those hidden adaptations are going to be their hollow bones. Birds don't have a lot of bone density like we do. Instead, their bones are filled with a lot of gaps and air sacs in them that allow them to still have that structure of a bone, but will be away from any environmental factors. chase after prey. And once they catch up to their prey, they'll peck it down with that big beak of theirs, toss it up into the air, and swallow it whole. Now, the southern ground hornbill, as you can see, she has those big, beautiful legs, is the African Cape porcupine, Kayamba. Now, the African Cape porcupine, like I said, they're great at maneuvering in all directions. They're not only great at running forward, but they're also great at turning side to side, climbing over stuff, but they can also run as fast backwards as they can forwards. And they are also great at something known as strafing, which is moving side to side without actually turning their body at all. These guys are also incredible swimmers too, around their environment. This here is Pulau. He is a reticulated python. They have powerful muscles all throughout their body and extremely dexterous control of their venom, but by wrapping around it with all those coils and squeezing his prey really tight before he swallows it whole. And the larger you get, the harder it gets to fly. So these guys are actually the largest flighted parrot in the world. There's one parrot that's larger than them, and that's the kakapo. But the kakapo is so big it doesn't even have the ability to fly. So these guys are the largest flighted ones. And as you can see, she's not only great at climbing with her feet, but she also uses that massive beak to help aid herself in climbing. It has powerful muscles that allow her to break through seeds and nuts as strong as coconuts. And so having very powerful jaw and neck muscles allow her to support herself when she's climbing through trees or on our rope here. Now that is going to wrap up.
Hey, nice job.
You can get up and close and feed a rhino.
Groups up to 20 or 30 for these guys. Sometimes the squirrel monkeys like being groups up to 500. So a lot of them want to have a big group with them and a lot of space to roam around. So they don't make very good pets, but people definitely get them. They're cute, but you can't have them in Arizona. They are illegal here. Yeah, they don't make very good pets. They're not domesticated. So with dogs, cats, and hamsters, and you can kind of tell the way that they play around with each other. Yeah, or do the big open space.
Yeah. So then what's their lifespan?
In the wild, it will be about 8 to 12 years. In captivity, they can live upwards of...